Hello learners, in today's video we'll learn about India-Russia relations. It is very important because manaki international relations lo kani or else our prelims perspectives lo kani, this topic is very important because Russia, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, we have a very good peace pact with them. We are defense corporations అనేది చాలా బాగుంటుంది వీళ్ళతో. మనకి ఏ హెల్ప్ కావాలన్నా కూడా we can turn on to them. We can at the back of the India's mind, at the back of the mind of our country, Russia మనకి ఉంది అని ఒక perspective always it has been carried out since the Soviet times. So and also because it is there in news from past few years, okay, 2-3 years ni chuskutunte, Russia is always in news. So before learning about Russia-Ukraine war kani or else Russia's relationships with other countries, it's very important firstly we learn about our relations with this country, our relations. Before learning the relations as well, we will first see the political map of this country because we know that Ukraine is the neighboring country of Russia. Ukraine to relations deteriorate avvangane that impacted the whole world. And also it impacted India in a certain way. We'll see in the coming slides. But political maps enduku important to see of this country because we know that the relations can deteriorate anytime. And they are also bordering with China. We'll see now. They're bordering with China. They're bordering with Japan. Sometimes they fight because of the island nations, because of the islands which they share. So these kind of things. If they're fighting with someone, definitely it will impact our country as well and our economy as well. So first things first, we'll see the political map of Russia. So yeah, at the north, the Arctic is there. I'm not going through the seas or any physical mapping because at the north, the seas are there. There are some kind of islands as well. We are not seeing that. And also mountains. This is the physical geography. We will deal in some other videos in the mapping series. But as of now, we will see the political map. See, and the south, it is surrounded by China, Mongolia. Here also some land is there with China. See, Mongolia anedi China lopalne. I mean inside China. Literal meaning it's not inside China, but bordering of China. If suppose this is China ante ikkada Mongolia untundi. So we Russia share borders with China, Mongolia, and this part also with China. And also very important, does it share boundary with North Korea ante? Yes, it does share. ఒక స్మాల్ ల్యాండ్ కనెక్షన్ ఉంటుంది నార్త్ కొరియా. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్స్ వాళ్ళ ఐడియాలజీ కానీ వాళ్ళ థింకింగ్ కానీ వాళ్ళ థాట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆర్ హౌ దే పర్సీవ్ అన్ అదర్ కంట్రీ ఆల్మోస్ట్ మ్యాచ్ అవుతుంది. సో దే హ్యావ్ అ ల్యాండ్ బౌండరీ విత్ నార్త్ కొరియా యాజ్ వెల్. కమింగ్ టు సౌత్ కొరియా, నో, ఇట్ కెన్ బి ద ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వశ్చన్. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు ఐలాండ్, వాట్ యూ సే, మ్యారిటైమ్ బౌండరీ దే హ్యావ్ విత్ జపాన్, ద హొకైడో పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద జపాన్. See, మనందరికీ తెలుసు జపాన్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ 4 islands. So the topmost island, which is Hokkaido, that is the boundary or that shares boundary with Russia in the eastern side. So this is the down part. And also it shares boundary with in the Central Asia part, that is Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan, China, Mongolia, North Korea, and coming to the maritime vachesi mana Japan. Next. In this part, it is a bit confusing. There can be a prelims question. Does Armenia share boundary with Russia? No, it doesn't. Only Azerbaijan and Georgia does share the boundary with Russia. Armenia doesn't share. So, me maps lo, me atlas lo, you can mark it with the neon color saying that Armenia doesn't share the boundary. And what is the importance in the present scenario Azerbaijan the ante? We have COP29 going on in Baku, which is the capital of Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan and Georgia, Turkey, Ukraine, very important. Mottam problem revolve avutundi ikkada. So Ukraine. Then coming to the top, it is Belarus. They are very, very close. Like and also in Belarus government vachesi, they are the puppet government of Russia is what said. So chala friendly relations untundi. And our Latvia, Lithuania, this kind of countries are also there in the western part of the Russia. Then Estonia, Finland and Finland. So these are the political boundaries with Russia. I hope we covered all. Yes. So moving forward, after we have seen political boundary, okay, Russia, okay, this kind of countries to share avutundi land boundaries ani ardhamaindi. So now we will see what is the relations between India and Russia. Always remember, any defense ties, mostly it would be Russia or it would be France. But mostly it is Russia. This is kind of a trick to solve the MCQs. If there are under exceptional situation, exceptions are everywhere. Mostly defense ties kani ilanti heavy what do you say, equipments kani artillery kani use chestunnamo a question lo undi ante we can try to see if Russia is there in the option. So this is like small tricks to solve. Okay, moving forward. So it is not like chala recent ga we formed relations with them. No, it's not like that. Right from Cold War alliance only, we have some kind of relation, right? When Russia was USSR. See, we know whatever Russia. And one more thing very important, does Russia belongs to complete Asia or complete Europe ante ala kaadu. There are Ural mountains in between. The western part is the European Russia and the eastern part is your Asian Russia. Asia ki it is on the Asian continent. And remember, the capital city is in the Europe part of the country. And St. Petersburg, which is known for its very grand architecture, idi kuda mana eastern part lone untundi. So the dividing factor is Ural mountains. We know the whole, now whatever is there, idi kaadu, the whole of this part also, the Eastern Europe is also was part of USSR. So right from when this country was as USSR or called as USSR or a Soviet Union, right from there we have some kind of relations with them. So in 1971 we signed a treaty with them called Peace, Friendship and Cooperation. Right from then till today we have a very good relations with Russia. Idi 1971. We know Cold War ended 1991, the fall of USSR, everything part of world history. So during Cold War kuda manaki valto relation unde, and after Cold War, during the post-Soviet also, we continued having diplomatic and economic ties, and majorly we also have with them is defense ties. So historical content, it's not like today we build the relation, it's right from Cold War period. Now, as I'm telling, I'm emphasizing about the defense cooperation. See, this is part of your internal relations, and it is part to know for you in science and technology. If suppose mana Brahmos undi, this concept you're going to learn from science and technology perspective, and also you're going to learn from your IR perspective. SNT enduku ante to know the technical aspects of this particular concept. See, I'm telling BrahMos as a concept because it will be easy for us to pronounce it during while studying. So, idi SNT part lo chadvochu, where you would note down your technical aspects. IR point lo chadvochu, where you can note down how much deal has to be done, what kind of agreements we signed with them, entavaraku ee agreements are valid, from when to when, what are the other countries, are other countries also involved, that kind of perspective. So in today's video we will learn it because it is in current affairs, we are just briefing it up, so we will not go in depth. So coming to defense partnership, they supply us 60 to 70% of the defense equipments to India. Like BrahMos missile project, as we said, and also we have lease of nuclear submarines. In this way, we have their partnership. 60 to 70% is unbelievable. That means most of the money is going to Russia from India through defense partnership. We have joint ventures as well. We like the military equipment manufacturing, like AK-203 rifles. fifth generation fighter aircraft projects. This kind of joint ventures as well, we participated with this country. And also to do the review, to see what is our defense strategies are going on. These two countries come together and annually they meet. The annual summits of India, Russia are very famous. They'll see till where they have come, and they will ensure that this bilateral ties are moving forward in a positive note. So this kind of organized relationship we have with them coming to the defense or strategic cooperation. Not just defense, we have also energy cooperation. Mana Kudankulam nuclear power plant edaithe undo, they helped us in constructing this nuclear reactor. See, some other country helping you to develop a nuclear power plant shows the close relations. In a mana present scenario, when someone is sharing his or her lunch with us, shows the bond. In the global arena, when coming to the nuclear kind of things or defense kind of things, when someone is sharing, that shows the bond or that shows close ties with the two countries. And also we have Sakhalin-1 and Vostok oil energy projects as well. See, this name comes from an island. This is a bit in controversy, this island. See, I told it shares a boundary with Japan. So this is Russian island only. This has a close ties with the Hokkaido part of Japan. This is Japan and this is Russia. So this kind of oil and gas projects are also there. This is a very big project. It's like world's largest oil and gas field project, which is done in the Arctic part. There is Yansai Bay. From that bay to their territory, to the largest territory, this project has been carried on. This we'll see in some other video. Coming to trade and economic relationship. See, it's not surplus or it's not down. We have some kind of modest relationship, which is $13 to $15 billion. And we are expecting it to be increased by $30 billion by 2025. Focusing on pharmaceuticals, IT and infrastructure in both ways. It's not like only Russia will keep on supplementing or India will just be exporting or importing. It's not like that. They want to have a neutral balance. And also international north-south transport corridor. If we have to reach St. Petersburg, we need to travel 16,000 kilometers. But because of this corridor, it came down to 7,200 kilometers only. Enta fuel save aitadi, it's like to our imagination. This actually has to be dealt in a different topic because it's a very lengthy one. So basically I mean to tell is that for transport corridor, using Central Asia, they wanted to construct. Before and all, the traditional Suez Canal route, the Mediterranean route and north of Europe or the south of UK. This is costing us so much, so they wanted to develop a transit. Yes, multilateral platforms, we both are there in the organization like BRICS, in SEO and G20 and UN, we are there. We both are there. We both in the sense India and Russia. Both the countries participate in this organizations, and when suppose India is proposing a project or India is proposing some kind of ideology, then Russia will, if it doesn't like, it will at least try to stay neutral, but mostly it will be on the positive note. And it is vice versa. So there are chances for our proposal to stand, stand authentic or heard by other people in this kind of organizations, because we have a very strong support. Okay. Though any two individuals have a very long-lasting friendship or a very good bond, they definitely will have challenges. Likewise, India-Russia is also having challenges. Russia and China relations are getting increasing ties with China. Russia is there increasing their ties with China, and this will impact our strategic interest, because everybody knows, the world knows, we all know that we have some kind of hiccups with China. But recently, because of the dialogues and strategic and diplomatic strategies, this is kind of coming down. We can say coming down according to newspapers and articles, but we don't know. But generally it is considered that we do not have good ties with them. So their close relation can impact us. And US, like big brother of the world, it wants to put sanctions whenever a country is going against their ideology or their thinking. So same Vikatsa has been imposed on Russia, and when we have deployed S-400 missile, they put sanctions on us also. They tried, but they again removed the sanctions, but they have put many sanctions on Russia. So whenever we try to get closer to Russia, or we do something kind of a big initiative with Russia or some kind of corporation, US is coming forward and putting sanctions. And also we have relation with US, very good relations, Russia. So we have good relations with them. We have very good relations with them. So when India tries to get closer to Russia, US will get hurt. Geopolitical dynamics. Whatever is happening. See, Russia is a very strong, opinionated country. It had, throughout the history, it has its own ideologies, and it is known for its very strong opinions. Its leaderships, while leaderships choose today, they are very more prone to dictatorship. They're very they do not believe in democracy or something. We know that it's a socialist country. So this kind of ideologies will impact US, because US is quite opposite. It's very capitalist mindset. So this kind of any rupture happening between those two countries, we being non-aligned to any one country, it will impact us, because we have very close relations with everyone. We are trying that because we know that our non-alignment policy. So we have been concluding, we have a legacy of trust with them. We have strategic cooperation, shared interest in a multipolar world. We believe in multipolar world, but back then they used to believe in unipolar world. That is why Cold War and everything has happened. So in this multipolar world, we have someone whom we have a very strong strategic cooperation with, and main importantly, we can trust them. So balancing the Western partnership is very challenging when we wanted to develop this kind of relation with any country. So energy cooperation and shared geopolitical interest as well. So this is all about India-Russia relations, and we'll see if any further development happening, or even COP29, if we have any shared opinions or something like that, we'll see in the next video. Thank you.